In a stunning turn of events, Mexico, a long-standing friend of the United States, is joining forces with the influential BRICS alliance. This surprising decision stems from Mexico's desire for more independence, better economic opportunities, and a stronger global presence. The impact of this alliance on the United States could be enormous, potentially reshaping how the two countries interact. The burning question remains: could this unexpected partnership completely transform the relationship between Mexico and the United States? Well, join us as we now look at why Mexico's BRICS membership will piss off America. Let's find out. First, let's look at why Mexico would want to join BRICS. Currently, BRICS is becoming more influential, far from the control of Western powers. The current members of BRICS support the idea of expansion, but they know it will take time. Mexico's Foreign Minister, Marcelo Ebrard, said that Mexico agrees with BRICS' vision and values and wants to work with them more, especially in areas like medicine and trade. Mexico's decision to join BRICS comes as it faces tensions with the United States over issues of immigration, border security, trade, and human rights. The U.S. has put taxes on Mexican goods, threatened to stop giving aid, and asked Mexico to do more to stop people from Central America from coming to the U.S. The U.S. has also criticized Mexico for handling the COVID-19 pandemic and for getting involved in the problems in Venezuela. Mexico sees BRICS as a way to have more relationships with other countries and to have more power on the world stage. Mexico is the second biggest economy in Latin America, after Brazil, and has more than 120 million people. It also has a strong manufacturing industry that competes with China in some markets. Mexico already has a close relationship with China, which is its second biggest trade partner after the U.S. Mexico has also taken part in BRICS meetings as an observer and guest. But there are challenges and uncertainties for Mexico in joining BRICS. The BRICS group hasn't said what it takes to become a member, although Russia has suggested that 5 new countries could join in 2023. The BRICS countries also have different interests and goals that may not always match Mexico's. For example, Mexico will have to balance its relationships with China and India, which compete with each other in Asia. Mexico may also have to deal with problems from the U.S., which may see Mexico joining BRICS as a threat to its power in the region. What could happen if Mexico joins BRICS? If Mexico decides to join BRICS, it could have positive economic and global impacts on the country. However, this move may raise concerns for the United States. The close economic and political ties between Mexico and rival powers like Russia and China could affect how the U.S. interacts with Mexico in the future. It could also provide easier access for these rivals to enter the U.S. market. Mexico is a significant economic power in Latin America, with a strong GDP and purchasing power that makes it an important gateway to the North American market. Despite differences in immigration and trade, Mexico and the U.S. have maintained a friendly relationship that has benefited both countries. However, recent incidents of cartel-related violence targeting American citizens near the U.S.-Mexico border have strained their relationship. Some members of the U.S. House of Representatives, who belong to the Republican Party, have even suggested U.S. military intervention, including the option of invading Mexico to combat the cartels. Mexican President Andrés Obrador has firmly rejected this proposal, deeming it irresponsible and emphasizing that Mexico will not allow foreign powers to intervene. In response to these calls for U.S. military intervention, Mexico has shown renewed interest in joining BRICS, an economic partnership that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. While the primary focus of this partnership would be economic, it could make the U.S. Congress more cautious in its diplomatic dealings and statements towards Mexico. Additionally, joining BRICS could help Mexico diversify its foreign relations and increase its global influence. Mexico already has strong relationships with Brazil, China, and Russia, which are its main trading partners. If Mexico joins BRICS, these partnerships will become even stronger, and one of these countries may become Mexico's top trading partner instead of the U.S. China and Russia have been investing more in Mexico, especially in areas like minerals, energy, and technology. Russia's Rosatom International is helping Mexico develop nuclear power, which could worry the U.S. because it means a Russian company would have access to nuclear technology near their borders. On the other hand, China has been trying to reduce the importance of the U.S. dollar by encouraging countries like Brazil and India to trade using their own currencies instead. If Mexico joins BRICS, China may want Mexico to do the same. which would affect the value of the US dollar and make Mexico's currency more valuable. However, the US is currently Mexico's biggest trading partner, and Mexico doesn't want to risk damaging that relationship. If Mexico joins BRICS, it might make the US Congress think twice before making negative statements about Mexico, especially those suggesting invading Mexico to fight drug cartels. However, it is important to consider that such a move could also raise concerns and reactions from other countries, especially the United States. An invasion or any detrimental actions by the US would have severe implications for Mexico's economy, but it could also have repercussions for China and Russia, who are members of BRICS. Mexico's alliance with BRICS would serve as an additional layer of security, aiming to ensure respectful treatment from the US, as long as the US does not perceive the alliance as an immediate threat to its national security. If Mexico were to join BRICS, the implications would extend beyond its borders, significantly shaping regional and global dynamics. The inclusion of Mexico in BRICS would amplify the alliance's influence, as it adds a major Latin American economy and a country with substantial geopolitical weight. This would strengthen the collective bargaining power of the bloc and potentially challenge the established global order. Mexico's alignment with BRICS would further solidify the emergence of a multipolar world, where power is distributed among multiple centers rather than being dominated by the West. This shift would contribute to the diversification of global political alignments and increase the influence of non-Western countries on global affairs. Joining BRICS would present Mexico with new opportunities for expanded trade, increased investment, and enhanced economic cooperation with the member countries. It could open doors to broader market access, facilitate technology transfers, and foster joint development projects. These economic benefits have the potential to drive Mexico's economic growth and promote diversification in key sectors. Moreover, aligning with BRICS would likely lead to closer cooperation and alignment with the policies and positions of the member countries. This could particularly impact Mexico's foreign policy decisions and its stance on global issues such as global governance, international trade, and multilateralism. Mexico would have the opportunity to contribute to shaping the collective positions of the alliance, further strengthening its voice on the international stage. Mexico's inclusion might introduce challenges within the BRICS alliance itself. The bloc's existing members have diverse interests, and Mexico would need to navigate and balance relationships with China, Russia, India, and South Africa, considering their differing priorities and agendas. Joining BRICS would enhance Mexico's global influence and provide a platform for it to actively engage in shaping international affairs. Mexico could have a stronger voice on global issues such as climate change, regional conflicts, and reforming international institutions. However, historically, the United States has been a key source of aid and support for Mexico in various areas, including security cooperation, development assistance, and disaster relief. If the U.S. perceives Mexico's alignment with BRICS as a divergence from shared interests and values, it could result in reduced U.S. support, potentially impacting areas such as security cooperation and development funding. Well, BRICS might come, or what you think. Alright guys, that wraps up our video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about this alliance in the comments section. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the like button to see more of this content. Thanks for watching.